Hi, I'm Paul Brekke-Miesner, and I'm a founding member of Oakland Kids First. I should say a proud member, now 30 years later, and glad to see that the organization is celebrating a very successful 30 years of operation. 30 years ago, I was program manager of health and safety programs for the Oakland Public Schools. And in that capacity, I worked with and was funding several nonprofit organizations. And we had a lot of conversations back then, lamenting the fact that there wasn't enough money to really meet the needs of students in the Oakland Public Schools. As a result, some of us went to the city and advocated for more funding and came away very dissatisfied with their response. So we decided we needed to do something. So we decided to put an initiative on the Oakland ballot to dedicate 2.5% of the city's unrestricted general fund to fund children and youth programs. That was a tall order, but we saw no other alternative. So we organized and mobilized nonprofit organizations throughout the city, and volunteers came out of the woodwork. And we were able to gather nearly 50,000 voter signatures to put the initiative on the ballot. And later, 75% of the voters voted for our initiative. It was one hell of a success. Unbelievable euphoria for what we'd accomplished. But then we had to help develop a plan of action to put that money on the ground. I was one of the initial members of the oversight committee that the initiative established to develop a plan, have public hearings, listening to children and youth and family members about the needs. And then we put together a request for proposal and put it out for funding. It's a rough first year, but I have to say, looking back over 30 years, the Oakland Kids First initiative, now called the Oakland Fund for Children and Youth, has been immensely successful in delivering millions and millions and millions of dollars to children and youth in Oakland. Back then, we also decided to keep the Oakland Kids First nonprofit program together to advocate for youth, mobilize them to have a voice in Oakland, and also to watchdog the city and make sure that they were implementing the program correctly. I also have to say that kind of a coinkydink, I guess, these many years later, I'm very proud of the fact that my son Luke is now the executive director of Oakland Kids First. So congratulations to the program for 30 years of success, and hopefully there'll be another 30 years of advocacy in the future. Thanks.